Alright, lads, so the character we've all been waiting for has finally been revealed. That's right, Kenpachi Zaraki, Captain of Squad 11, is finally here, and let's check it out. Alright, here we go. This is a character I've been waiting for. I mean, who hasn't been waiting for it? It's Kenpachi, right? I was expecting him to get revealed today, but at the same time not. But let's see how it goes. I'm excited. Let's see what he has to offer in a Rebirth of Souls. Here we go, baby. Oh, looking clean already. Tried to cut me. He's just standing there. He's taking the hits. We ain't ready. We ain't ready. Ichigo ain't ready. Nice. Let's see that awakening, baby. We know what he's doing. Take off the eye patch. Nice. Nice. Okay. Nice little cheeky attack. He looks somewhat slow, but I mean, that's kind of expected. I wonder if he's going to do Kendo. There it is. There it is. That's his finisher. Sick. Okay. Let's take in what we just watched. So we have Captain of Squad 11 and the successor of the Kenpachi name. He is a powerful warrior capable of facing off against the strongest of opponents. I feel like we're definitely going to see a lot of Kenpachis running around in Rebirth of Souls. I can tell you that right now. And I very well might be one of them. So his signature move is Try to Cut Me. While input is held, Kenpachi holds his arms outstretched in a stance and attacks when the input is released. The power of the released attacks increases according to the amount of damage Kenpachi has received while in this stance. So this potentially might be an attack where, you know, if you're playing against someone that isn't really experienced in the game and doesn't really know how Kenpachi is going to work, they are going to get punished heavily. Meanwhile, though, in the hands of someone that probably knows how Kenpachi plays, unless you catch them off guard, maybe this signature move isn't going to be anything super crazy, but obviously the good players are going to use it appropriately. And you are going to want to use this as a counterattack that we have seen in other characters where you want to use it right before they start a combo. And maybe before they realize what, move you're actually doing, it's already too late, and then you get the combo back with a few extra attacks. So you can see that Kenpachi received 3 hits and dished it back to Ichigo. And it does seem, it's hard to tell because there's no UI here, does Kenpachi actually take the damage? To me, it looks like he doesn't. There's no indicator that Kenpachi's even getting hurt. And I guess lore-wise too would also make sense. I mean, Kenpachi at this point in time was overpowering Ichigo to the point that he couldn't even damage him at the start. So I guess it does make sense if he takes no damage. When it comes to other attacks though, spiritual pressure move number 1, we have Chop You Up, a large downswinging slash. And this attack can hit an opponent at a distance as Kenpachi takes a large step forward during the attack, and we can kind of see it there. So it's nice to know despite him being a melee character, he still is going to have that distance that can close down on an opponent. And maybe even when he hits the opponent, as you can see there, Ichigo does get thrown back a bit. Maybe he can use that to combo into another attack. It does seem to have a bit of a slow startup though, so it might be very easily dodgeable if possible, or more so readable. So we'll have to see how this attack does play out. Spiritual pressure move 2, Nothing I Can't Cut. Kenpachi charges and slashes his opponent. If it hits, Kenpachi then follows up with a flurry of attacks. Holding down the input will add the effect of breaking an opponent's guard. So that seems interesting. I believe this is probably the first attack that we've seen thus far that can actively break a guard besides just, normally doing damage. But that attack looks pretty good. Seems kind of in line with Kenpachi. And then of course we have him reversing Fate, his awakening, taking off the eye patch. And in this case, his awakening, by removing his eye patch, Kenpachi will be able to fight with all of his strength, increasing his attack power and reishi even when attacking head on. Kenpachi's Kikon move also becomes stronger, making it easier to turn the tide of the battle after a losing situation. I mean, to be honest, are you going to even be losing with Kenpachi? I'm not too sure. And then of course, as always, right at the end, they do give us glimpses of his Kikon moves, his outro and also intro cinematics. And also, of course, we do get to see his finisher, which in this case does seem to be the Kendo attack that he does use against Kenpachi. And to be honest, that does actually make sense as a finisher. That's exactly what I was expecting. Overall, Kenpachi can be best described as an overwhelming offensive power with extreme resilience. And just from that gameplay alone, that does seem to add up. And of course, with that, now let's add Kenpachi onto our tier list and how excited I am to try out some of these characters. And of course, already guarantee Kenpachi is going to be a potential main. I think as of right now, he's up there with Yoruichi. Probably for me right now, I feel like Kenpachi might be number 1. He seems to be a pretty fun character, and it's Kenpachi. How do you not like Kenpachi in a fighting game? That's the one character you want to get your hands on. In my case, easily my most anticipated character as of right now. I really do like the idea of him having his signature move being an attack that, if you time it correctly, indirectly, you can potentially benefit from it, punish the opponent for not understanding how Kenpachi does play. But most important, man, it's just Kenpachi. He's so cool, right? And I really do like that his finisher is the Kendo attack that he again does against Noritora, potentially again giving us signs of how far these characters are going to go. If he's doing this attack, I therefore expect Noritora to be in the game. And by default, I want to replicate that. I want to use Kendo Kenpachi as a finisher to take down Noritora. And one more thing I do want to point out, remember one of the more defining features of Rebirth of Souls, any new Bleach content to be fair nowadays, is that they are using the new anime color scheme. And you can kind of see that with Kenpachi because the inside of his captain coat is a blue color. It's something that I kind of liked with the new anime style, and I believe you also do see that with Byakuya. I think the blue overall just looks better when compared to the original anime color, adds a bit more color to the character. But this right now is my tier list for the character that I'm excited for, and it was pretty much guaranteed Kenpachi was going to go to the top, and I feel like he looks pretty fun. As for our next set of characters though, I am going to go under the impression that they might follow up with a character that is related to Kenpachi, in this case either Yachiru, Yumachika, or Ikaku. Most likely Ikaku though. There's no guarantee Yachiru is even playable in this game, but Ikaku and also Yumachika have decent chance to be playable, more so Ikaku because he has two big moments against Edgerad and also most importantly Ichigo. And since this is going to be a story-focused game, you know they're definitely not going to skip the Ikaku fight. One of the first big fights that we see in Soul Society, especially with Ichigo, and of course it does build up the excitement, more so the fear of when Ichigo does eventually fight Ikaku's captain. And Ikaku is going to be a pretty cool character if he is next in line, because of course his awakening is going to be him activating his Bankai, and I'm actually really excited to see how that is going to turn out. So yeah, really cool stuff that we did get Kenpachi today. Next week, I'm expecting Ikaku. Let me know your prediction in the comments below, and how do you feel about Kenpachi's gameplay in Rebirth of Souls? Either way, hope you liked the video. See you guys next time. Take care, and peace.